presentation, press the Start Broadcast button on the GoToWebinar control
Hi
panel
everyone,
to
my
allow
name's
all
Amanda and I
attendees
work
to hear
at
you.
Support
This
Online.
system will
We are
notify
here
you
today
once
to
you
talk
begin your
about the newly
broadcast. The
updated email
broadcast is now
marketing tools
starting.
that are
All
available for
attendees are in
Connection
listen-only
through
mode.
OnTarget. So to access these tools, you'll actually access them through your MyNection account, and I believe it's under email marketing. Once you access them, if you're familiar with these tools before, they will look the same as they had before. So the updates really come under these new email tools tabs. And our goal with updating the new email tools was really to create a more powerful tool that was modern and really easy to use, that allowed you to create nice custom emails in a really short amount of time, and just really allowed you the flexibility to create something that really represented you and your brand. So these email tools are just awesome. Our team worked so hard on them, and we're so excited to get you using them. So when you log in, like I said, you will access this portion right here. And this portion is going to be that same productivity tool you had before, where it allows you to search all of the content that we have in our system, and you can view all of that. So like I said, those new changes are going to live under this email marketing tab and this email tools button here. Those will both take you to the same place. So we'll just select this. So you can see here, this is where things will start to look pretty different for you. So you can see here, you can build a new email. You can start a saved draft where you can kind of pick up where you left off. And then you can also see all of the emails that you had previously sent. So now if you have used this tool before, the older version, and you had sent emails, those will not be lost. Actually, you would have an additional line that would show up here prompting you to click a link that would bring you into the old system and allow you to see all of your old emails. So if you have any questions about that, reach out to us and we'd be so happy to help you with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a little bit about the new email tools, give you a brief overview of them, and then we'll actually start at the beginning and we're going to build an email together, and I'll show you exactly how that would look. So to get started, I'm going to select New Email. And then this brings you right into our email template. So these email templates, these are really cool. These were built to kind of give you, an inspiration or a place to start. So these emails are fully customizable, so I do want to point that out. So basically, all of the images that you can see, all of the text, all of the colors, all of the offers, those you can totally customize. So as you're going through these templates, I would just kind of use them as a quick guide. So look for something that looks kind of similar to something that you would like. Maybe these aren't your favorite colors, but you can actually go in and change all of these pieces. So just select one and start playing with it, and then you'll be able to see. As you're going through these, if you can think of something that you feel like it's really missing, or it would just be something that would be like a really good addition that would help you in your business, feel free to reach out to us. And we are continuing to add more of these email templates, and we want them to work for you. So share those ideas back with us. So there's the two different categories here. We have the offer emails, and then we also have greeting cards. So greeting cards are similar to how they were before, a little bit different. They are meant to just be a really quick, nice graphic way to send a quick note to your customers. We'll build one of those together as well, just to really show you what that looks like. So like I said, you can see all these templates here. This is going to be your starting place, and then the greeting cards. So I think the easiest thing to do at this point is actually just to start over from the beginning, and we will practice building an email together. So to get started building an email, you're going to want to search for a few offers, and then we'll be adding those offers to our clipboard. So let me show you what I mean by that. So I'm going to use this tool here, and I'm going to select my destination. I'm just going to do the Caribbean. We are having a fall day here, so looking for some sun. I'm going to leave it pretty open, and so, excuse me, selecting buttons on my mouse. Okay, so I'm going to select the Caribbean. I'm going to leave the rest of this pretty open just because I want to see the large amount of results that I'm going to get, and I'm just going to hit search. Okay, so this brings us to our results. You can see there's 2,100. That's quite a few. But what I'm going to do, so you can see all of these, if you're not familiar with this tool, we do have some training documentation on that, and we'd be happy to kind of pass that along, but I will give you a little bit of overview of this page. So basically, these are all of the itineraries we have in the system that fit the search parameters I gave it, which was just the Caribbean, I can actually go through at this point and I can filter these a bit more. So this is, that'd be more practical if you were really looking for something specific. You would want to go in and filter them. 2100 would be an overwhelming amount to go through, but I can filter them based off of destination, brand, specific ships. You can see all these different ones here. And then I can actually sort my results based on price, promo, looking for a specific company, number of nights, things like that. So lots of flexibility in here. And I did just want to show you this offer detail page right here. So if I select info, so this is basically a breakdown of that particular sailing. If there's any specials available, they'll be listed here. We have the different, the pricing breakdown, the taxes clearly listed, the different cabin categories. There will be an itinerary down here. And then all of the information we have available from the cruise line as well. You can often see images or descriptions of the different staterooms. There's an interactive deck plan map here so your customer can see where these are located. So I wanted to point this out because as we send our email, you'll see that each of the offers actually have a link attached to view more details. And that will actually take your customer into a consumer version of this page. So I just wanted you to take a look at that just so you know exactly what that would be going to. It would be this right here. So I'm going to go back to our search results, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select a few offers that I can add to my clipboard. So again, to begin building an offer email, I will need to select some offers and add them to my clipboard. Let me try to get a couple different suppliers just so you can get an idea. Okay, great. So we'll just pick these three. And then so you see I selected them by using this checkbox over here. I'm going to scroll back up to the top and then I'm going to add them to my clipboard. So now I have the offers on my clipboard. And to build that email, I'm just going to select these offers. What I could do from here, if I wanted to go back and search and add a few more, I could go and hit search and go back to that search page we were just at. And this would allow me to kind of go back and forth and continue building. So I'm actually just going to do 2 offers to start with. So I selected the 2 that I wanted. I decided I didn't want to use this one. So I'm just going to select send email. All right, great. So now you can see these offers have been added to my clipboard. I'm carrying them with me. And from here, this should look familiar. This is prompting us, do you want to start a new email or do you want to add these to an email you've already been working on? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a brand new email, and this will bring us back into those templates we had looked at before. So you can see here, okay, so now we're doing Caribbean, so I'm going to filter through here. I'm going to find something that looks similar, kind of what I'm looking for. Let's do this one. I just love this picture up top. So I'm going to pick this one. I can get a preview, look at it a little bit closer if I wanted, but I'm ready to go with this one. So I'm just going to hit the select button right here. And now we are in our editor. So this is such a cool feature. So this is meant to just be really easy, really user-friendly. And the way this works is everything that you see, every piece that you see is being treated as its own section, and those are titled blocks. So this is a block up top. This is that browser link block. This is, traditional top you'd like to see at your email. This would allow them, if it wasn't displaying in their inbox, to see it as like a web page. Here is an image block. So what I can do here is I can go through and change my image if I wanted to. We'll go through and modify each of these boxes just so you can get an idea of exactly what you can do to change these. This here, you guessed it, as a text block. I can go through and edit my text. This is another text block, and then my offer blocks. So we'll start from the top. I'm going to start with this edit image button or block, sorry. So I have a lot I can do here. So we have some images, preloaded in the template, but I also want to show you that there's an image library with hundreds and hundreds of images for you that you can actually use. So you can go through and you can actually see, I actually would like to do this one right here. So I can select that and change it. Another thing I want to point out while we're here is I can select this My Images tab, Your Images tab, And I can actually upload my own images. So this is really cool. I can upload my own images. I can upload logos, different things like that. So this is a new feature that was definitely not available. So we're going to go back to global, and I'd like to use this picture. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit select, and then you'll see now I've edited my picture. So a couple more advanced features if you wanted to. You can hit this image setting. I can do a lot of different things. I can change the width if I wanted. I can change the alignment of my image. I can change the padding to give it more space or less space. I want it to be 100%. These are responsive, so it will respond based off of where your customer's viewing it. So I'm happy with this. What I'd like to do next is go down to my text block. And this, you can see my editor has now changed to reflect that. So what this does is this should function just like any word processing program you're kind of used to. It's pretty simple. That Latin placeholder text is just that. It's a placeholder text, so it's meant to just kind of give you, a good place to start and show you that you could in fact put text here. So I added my text over here. You can see it changed over here. I can do all sorts of stuff. I can change my alignment. I can change the text. I can change the size of my text. You can see it's changing over here. I can change the color if I want to. And then I can also go into advanced settings, and I can change the module background. So this is the module background. I can change that to any color I would like it to be. If you'll notice this code right here, if you have specific brand colors you would like to use, you can enter that in there. So I'm going to use that one. Make this a very colorful email. So that's the text block there. So again, the next thing you can do, this next text block, you can see it should look the exact same. I can change that. And then I can also go down and I can edit my offers. So a couple different things I can do from here. I can change the headline. I can change the title. So the headline would be, excuse me. So you can see where I added that. I can change the text there. I can do all of those things. I can change my offer if I wanted. I can go through and add a new offer ID. I can see the different offers that are added to my clipboard. You can see, remember earlier, we had 3 on our clipboard, but we only selected 2. So I can actually go through and change those out if I wanted to do that. And I can also change the layout of my offer. So how I selected change layout, and so this is the simple. You can see it matches that. You can also have it aligned to the image to the right. You can see again, here's where my headline is. Here's this. I can add in a subtitle. I can change the image if I wanted to do that. The image that we provide is always going to be associated with that particular ship or sailing, just so you know that. So I can do that. I can also, there's a few different layout options we'll go through. I won't show you all those details. You can see the subtitle again, the title. This has a little bit of a more descriptive teaser text. I can change that if I wanted to do that. And then the final layout is going to be this top image here. And you can see what that would look like as well. So those are the different layouts. You can kind of play around with that and get it exactly how you wanted it to be. And after all that, I decided I just want them to focus on this one offer right here. So I'm just going to take this one out. So see, it's just as simple as that. That brings us to our next point. The next thing I can do if I change my mind and wanted to add in another offer, I can just actually go back to add more blocks. And you can see I can add in a text block. I can add in an image, a divider, or a button, which we'll get to in a second, and I can also add back in an offer. So this drag and drop, what this means is it's just that simple. So I'm just going to grab the offer here, and I'm going to drag it over here right where I want it, and I'm just going to place it. And so now this prompts me to add in a new offer. Here again is my offer clipboard. I'm going to select this offer, select add, and now I have my 2 offers again. I am in a test account, and so that's why this is showing up as 0. Just wanted to point that out in case that seemed funny to you. So I'm happy with this. I'm going to go ahead and select save. I'd actually like to reorder my offers. So again, this tool acts as a drag and drop as well as this tool over here on the side. So to do that, I'm just going to select my block that I'd like to move and just drag it to the new location. So I just reordered my offers again. And then I'd like to take this one and drag it down as well and put it between the two and then leave it just like that. So I'm going to select save, and then what I'd like to do is add a few more blocks just to show you. So I can add in multiple images. There's no limit to how many you can add in. So I again added that, took the add image, drag it over. I'm just going to go into select image, and it'll bring us right back to our library. So I can go through here, I can look at the different images. We'll go ahead and select this one. So now the cool thing about these images again is they are responsive, so this will size it appropriately for you. You could add multiple images to kind of break up your offers. So if I had, a section, let's say Caribbean, and then down here I had European, I can go ahead and just move my offers around to fit the image and the text headline. So you can do all sorts of different things with these right here. So we're going to add a couple more blocks, and then we'll move on to send this email. We're almost done here. So I can add this divider. So what the divider is, it's just what it sounds like. It actually just builds a line. So this would be nice if you had a lot of offers kind of stacked on top of each other. You can change that color if you would like again. You can change the thickness, and you'll see that it's all responsive. I can change the style. Let's go ahead and do dotted so you can see all of that right here. So I'm actually going to take this out again. I don't really want it here. So again, just as simple, hit that delete button, remove, and there you have it. So you can see you can just play around with these and make changes on the fly and then just kind of continue. There's a lot of flexibility. So the final thing we can add in, the final block we can add is a button. So the button will go here, and so this actually is a reactive button that would allow you to link to an external URL like your website or something like that. So if I wasn't crazy about how this button looked, I can actually go through the button library and find a different shape. That was more what I was looking for. Let's go ahead and do this one right here. So I still am not crazy with that gray color though. So what I'm going to do is go to my advanced settings, and then it'll bring you into these same tools that you've seen before. So we have them here. I'm going to change this to visit and then I'm going to go ahead and put in my website URL. And then I'm going to change the module background color, which we've already talked about as this color right over here. Change it to this nice light gray, blue. And then I want to change my button to be a purple, just so you can see all the different things that I can change. So now we have that right here. So you can see this now. If somebody clicks on this as they view the email, it will go to my Passport Online website. So I'm going to hit save. I'm happy with this email, how it looks right now. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to preview it. So as I'm building my email, one thing I can do is I can view it on a desktop mode. So you're building it on a desktop mode. I also can go through and preview it as a mobile device. So this is actually really cool. Most of us view our emails on our mobile device. So I can go through and I can preview it just like that. And then I can see exactly what it would look like if my customer was viewing this from a mobile device. And then from here, I can actually move things around more. You can continue to edit it, whatever you'd like to do at that point. So once you're happy with it, what you'll do is you'll actually go ahead and just select Save and Configure, and this will bring you into your delivery page. So this is similar to how it was before. You will need to upload enter in your delivery party information as well as your addressing information. This is for those anti-spam policies that allows this email to be safely sent. You can go ahead and agree to those. It'll show you what's required, things like that. So again, I can go ahead and select preview. I can preview that email right here. If this I like how this looks, I can look at it also again in a mobile device. I think this gives it a little bit better of an idea of exactly what they would see. You can see these are now links. And then this is that learn more button I was talking about that would go into the offer detail page we had briefly talked about in the beginning. So I'm happy with this. So from here, I have a couple different options of what I can do. I can actually go ahead and just send the email, and that would just simply send the email to the email address I listed through here. I can actually get email HTML or prepare for client base, which would, if you have client base enabled on your account, which would also get you HTML. So what this does is if you use a program like a Constant Contact or a MailChimp or client base to send out your emails to a larger email list, this would actually allow you to just take that HTML and enter it right into one of those programs and then send it out that way. So that's a really cool new feature that just makes it really easy for you to do that. And then, so we're happy with everything. I'm just going to hit send email, and now my email has been sent. So we're going to go back and we're going to do a greeting card really quickly just to show you what that looks like. So again, I'm going to go to email marketing, and then I'm going to start a new mail, and then I will build a greeting card. So again, these are just a really cute, fun graphic way to send a nice little message to your customer. These are something that we are also continuing to build and grow. We are trying to cover all holidays, a lot of different celebrations, a lot of different, know before you go, just cute reminders, welcome home, things like that. So we'll just go ahead and select this congratulations. I think it's pretty. So I found the one I wanted. Again, I'm going to hit the select button right here, and this will bring us into that same editor. So this should look familiar. Each of these are different blocks. I can actually go in now and change the image. I have the option to add in more images or text or anything like that, just like I had done before. I'm going to change this. So we've done that. Again, I can change the font, things like that. I'm going to check this out on a mobile preview, see how quick and easy this is. Then we'll just go ahead. We're happy with this. Hit save and configure, and we're right back here. So we're going to go ahead and preview it just so you can see exactly what it is. So this is exactly what they would get. So just a cute little greeting card. That's just a nice little graphic way, and you see we built that in probably about 30 seconds. So it's just really easy to go ahead and do that. So those are the new email tools. Again, you can find these under your OnTarget email marketing section. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Passport Online. We have the contact form here, and we'd love to help you use these tools. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to hear from you soon about how much you're enjoying the tool. Thank you.